Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Beginner English, the podcast. I'm Sarah.
And I'm Mike. We're so happy you're here with us today.
Today, we have a very special topic for you. We're going to talk about something called comprehensible input. Don't worry if that sounds difficult. We'll explain everything step by step.
That's right, Sarah. And you know what? By the end of this episode, you'll understand exactly what comprehensible input is and how you can use it to learn English at home.
Sarah, should we tell our listeners what comprehensible input means right now, or should we make them wait?
Let me think. No, let's tell them now. But Sarah, you explain it better than me.
Oh, stop it, Mike. You're making me blush. Okay, everyone. Here's the simple explanation. Comprehensible input means listening to or reading English that you can mostly understand, but that also has some new words or grammar.
Perfect. It's like, imagine you understand 70% or 80% of what you hear or read, but there are still some new things to learn.
Exactly. It's not too easy. And it's not too difficult. It's just right. Like Goldilocks and the Three Bears.
Oh, Sarah loves that story. She tells it all the time.
It's a good story, Mike. And it helps explain comprehensible input perfectly. Not too hot, not too cold, but just right.
All right. So listeners, today we're going to give you lots of examples of comprehensible input that you can use at home.
And we'll also do some fun demonstrations. Mike and I will show you what comprehensible input looks like in real conversations.
Should we start with some examples, Sarah?
Yes, let's do it. Mike, what's the first example?
Well, the first example is probably the most obvious one, reading. But not just any reading. We're talking about reading simple stories, news articles for beginners, or even children's books.
Oh, children's books are fantastic. I still read them sometimes. They use simple words, short sentences, and often have pictures to help you understand the story.
Really, Sarah? What children's book did you read recently?
Last week, I read a book about a little rabbit who wanted to make friends. It was so sweet. And you know what? Even though it was a children's book, I learned 2 new words.
See? That's comprehensible input. Sarah understood most of the story, but she still learned something new. What were the 2 words, Sarah?
Timid and courage. The rabbit was timid at first, but then he found his courage to talk to other animals.
Perfect. Those are useful words. Listeners, do you understand what timid means? It means shy or afraid. And courage means being brave.
Sarah, let's give our listeners more reading examples. What about news websites for English learners?
Great idea. There are many websites that write news in simple English. They use shorter sentences and common vocabulary. You can read about what's happening in the world while improving your English.
And graded readers. These are books written specifically for English learners. They have different levels: beginner, intermediate, advanced.
I love graded readers. They often take famous stories and rewrite them with simpler words. You can read about Sherlock Holmes or Romeo and Juliet, but with vocabulary that's perfect for your level.
Speaking of reading, what about comics and graphic novels, Mike?
Oh, yes. Comics are amazing for comprehensible input. You have pictures to help you understand the story, and the conversations are usually short and natural.
Plus, they're fun. Learning should be enjoyable, right?
Absolutely. Now, should we talk about the second type of comprehensible input?
Yes, listening. This is where podcasts like ours come in.
That's right. But there are many other listening options. TV shows with subtitles, YouTube videos for English learners, audiobooks.
Mike, let's talk about TV shows and movies. This is probably what most of our listeners want to hear about.
Good point. So, listeners, here's the thing about TV shows and movies. Start with shows made for children or teenagers. They use simpler language.
And always use subtitles at first. You can use English subtitles to help you understand what the characters are saying.
Some people say, don't use subtitles, it's cheating. But we disagree, right, Sarah?
Completely disagree. Subtitles help you connect the sounds you hear with the written words. It's not cheating, it's smart learning.
Exactly. You can start with subtitles in your native language, then switch to English subtitles, and finally, watch without any subtitles at all.
Mike, should we tell them about our favorite beginner-friendly TV shows?
Sure, but remember, listeners, these are just suggestions. Choose shows you actually enjoy watching.
I love cooking shows. The language is simple, they repeat instructions many times, and you can see what they're doing.
I prefer nature documentaries. They describe what you're seeing on the screen, so it's easy to understand. Plus, you learn about animals and the environment.
Oh, and sitcoms. Situation comedies. They're funny, the episodes are short, and they use everyday conversation.
True, but be careful with comedies. Sometimes the humor is difficult for English learners to understand.
Good point, Mike. What about YouTube?
YouTube is fantastic. There are channels specifically for English learners. Cooking channels, travel vlogs, tutorials, something for everyone.
And the best part about YouTube is that you can control the speed. If someone speaks too fast, you can slow down the video.
Really? I didn't know that.
Mike, you've been using YouTube for years. How do you not know this?
I just never needed to slow down videos. I'm a native English speaker, remember?
Right. Sometimes I forget. Our listeners are probably laughing at us right now.
Probably, but that's okay. We want this podcast to be fun and natural.
Speaking of natural, let's talk about podcasts for English learners.
Great idea. There are podcasts with stories, news, conversations, and most of them speak more slowly than normal.
Like us, we're speaking slower than we normally would in a regular conversation.
Exactly. And we repeat important information, use simple vocabulary, and explain difficult words.
Should we demonstrate comprehensible input now, Mike?
Yes, let's do some role play examples.
Okay, listeners, now Mike and I are going to show you what comprehensible input sounds like in real conversations. I'm going to speak slowly and clearly, and Mike will be the English learner.
I'm ready. Make it challenging, but not impossible, Sarah.
All right. Mike, imagine you're visiting a cafe for the first time. I'm the waitress. Here we go. Good morning. Welcome to Sunny Day Cafe. This is your first time here, isn't it?
Yes, my first time. The cafe looks very, nice.
Thank you. We're proud of our cozy atmosphere. Would you like to see our menu? We have delicious coffee, fresh pastries, and light meals.
Pastries. What are pastries?
Oh, pastries are sweet baked goods, like croissants, muffins, and donuts. Would you like me to show you?
Yes, please show me.
Okay, let's stop there. Listeners, did you notice what happened?
Sarah spoke slowly and used simple sentences. When I didn't understand pastries, she explained it immediately.
Right. I said pastries are sweet baked goods and then gave examples: croissants, muffins, donuts. That's comprehensible input in action.
And Sarah didn't make me feel bad for not knowing the word. She just explained it naturally.
Exactly. Let's do another example. This time, Mike, you speak to me. Make it about asking for directions.
Got it. Sarah, you're a tourist. I'm a local person. Excuse me, are you looking for something? You seem lost.
Yes, I want to find the big museum with old things.
Ah, you mean the History Museum. It has artifacts from many centuries ago. It's about a 10-minute walk from here.
10 minutes walking? That's not far?
No, not far at all. Very close. Go straight down this street, turn left at the traffic light, and you'll see a large building with columns.
Columns?
Columns are tall, round stone pillars that support the building, like this. They're very classical and elegant.
Perfect. Mike explained centuries, artifacts, and columns without making it feel like a vocabulary lesson.
And I used both simple and slightly more complex words. Not far and very close mean the same thing, so Sarah could understand from context.
Context is so important. When you don't know a word, the other words around it help you guess the meaning.
Let's do one more demonstration, but this time let's make it funny.
Ooh, I like that idea. What situation should we choose?
How about shopping for clothes and I'll be the confused customer?
Perfect. I'll be the helpful shop assistant. Good afternoon. Can I help you find anything today?
Yes, I need, things for my legs when it's cold outside.
Ah, you need pants. Or maybe warm leggings? What's the weather like where you live?
Very cold. Snow everywhere. My legs are always freezing.
Oh my! You definitely need thermal pants. They're thick and warm, perfect for snowy weather. Or maybe you prefer jeans with thermal underwear underneath.
Thermal underwear? Under where?
Underwear. The clothes you wear under your other clothes, next to your skin.
Oh, like a second layer?
Exactly. A second layer to keep you warm.
Okay, that was embarrassing. Even as role play.
But it shows how comprehensible input works in real situations. I explained thermal, underwear, and layer using simple words and examples.
And you were patient when I was confused. That's important for English learners. Don't be afraid to ask, what does that mean?
Absolutely. Native speakers ask that question too. It's completely normal.
Okay, Sarah, we've done some fun demonstrations. Should we give our listeners more practical examples of comprehensible input they can use at home?
Yes, let's talk about audiobooks. These are perfect for comprehensible input.
I love audiobooks. You can listen while doing other things, cooking, exercising, walking the dog.
And many audiobooks have different speeds. You can start slow and gradually increase the speed as you improve.
What level of audiobooks should beginners choose, Sarah?
Start with books you've already read in your native language. If you know the story, it's easier to understand the English version.
Great advice. What about audio from news websites?
Many news websites have audio versions of their articles. You can read and listen at the same time.
That's fantastic practice. Your eyes see the words while your ears hear the pronunciation.
Speaking of pronunciation, let's talk about music and songs.
Oh, this is interesting. Songs can be tricky because singers don't always pronounce words clearly.
True, but songs with clear vocals and simple lyrics can be good comprehensible input. Plus, melodies help you remember words.
And you can find lyrics online to read while listening.
Just make sure to choose songs with appropriate content for your level and interests.
What about video games, Sarah? Do you think they're good for comprehensible input?
Actually, yes. Many modern video games have dialogue, instructions, and storylines in English.
And they're interactive. You have to understand the instructions to progress in the game.
Role-playing games are especially good because they have lots of conversation and text.
But choose games appropriate for your English level. Don't start with complex strategy games if you're a beginner.
Good point. Now, Mike, let's talk about one of my favorite types of comprehensible input, social media.
Social media? Really?
Yes! Following English-speaking accounts on Instagram, Twitter, or TikTok gives you daily exposure to natural, casual English.
That's actually brilliant, Sarah. You see how people really use English in everyday situations.
Exactly. You learn slang, common expressions, and current topics.
But be careful about the accounts you follow. Choose educational or positive content.
Absolutely. Look for accounts that match your interests, cooking, travel, fitness, art, whatever you enjoy.
Should we talk about apps and online platforms, Sarah?
Yes, there are many apps designed specifically for English learners. Some have stories, some have news, some have conversations.
And online platforms like YouTube have channels dedicated to comprehensible input. Some teachers create content specifically for this method.
The key is to find content that's interesting to you. If you're bored, you won't learn effectively.
So true. Learning should be enjoyable, not a chore.
Mike, I think our listeners might have some questions about comprehensible input. Should we address some common concerns?
Good idea. What's the first concern people usually have?
Is it okay if I don't understand everything? That's the most common question.
And the answer is yes. It's perfectly okay. In fact, it's necessary. If you understand 100% of everything, it's too easy.
Right. Aim for understanding about 70 to 80%. The other 20-30% is your learning opportunity.
What's another common concern, Sarah?
Should I write down every new word I hear? Some people think they need to stop and translate everything immediately.
Oh, no, that's not the idea at all. If you stop constantly, you lose the flow and enjoyment.
Exactly. Try to understand from context first. Only look up words that prevent you from understanding the main idea.
And don't feel guilty about not knowing words. Even native speakers encounter new vocabulary sometimes.
Another question we get is, how much time should I spend on comprehensible input each day?
That depends on your schedule and goals, but consistency is more important than duration.
I agree. 15 minutes every day is better than 2 hours once a week.
And it doesn't have to be formal study time. Listen to English podcasts while commuting, watch English videos while eating lunch.
Integration. Make English part of your daily routine.
What about people who say, I want to focus on grammar and vocabulary first?
That's a big one. Some people think they need to study grammar rules before they can start with comprehensible input.
But that's like trying to learn to swim by studying the physics of water first.
Mike, that's a great analogy. You learn to swim by getting in the water, not by reading about it.
Exactly. Grammar and vocabulary are important, but they develop naturally through exposure to comprehensible input.
You can study grammar too, but don't wait to start listening and reading until you know all the rules.
Children learn their first language through comprehensible input. They don't study grammar books first.
True. Although learning a second language as an adult is different, the principle is the same.
Mike, let's give our listeners practical advice for creating a comprehensible input environment at home.
Great idea. First tip, change the language settings on your devices.
Your phone, computer, TV. If you use these devices in English, you'll see English all day.
But start gradually. Maybe change your phone's language first, then add other devices later.
And choose English versions of websites you visit regularly. If you always check the weather, use an English weather website.
Ooh, here's a fun idea. Create an English corner in your home.
An English corner?
Yes, a space with English books, magazines, maybe headphones for listening practice. Make it comfortable and inviting.
I love that. It creates a physical space associated with English learning.
And schedule English time each day, maybe 30 minutes after dinner or first thing in the morning with coffee.
Routine is so important for language learning. What about involving family members?
Excellent point. If you live with others, ask them to watch English shows with you sometimes. Make it a family activity.
Even if they don't speak English, they might enjoy the shows, and you can explain what's happening.
That's actually great practice. Summarizing and explaining helps you process what you've learned.
What about keeping an English journal?
Oh, that's wonderful for comprehensible input. Write about the English content you consumed that day.
Today, I watched a cooking show about pasta. I learned that al dente means the pasta is firm when you bite it.
Perfect example. Writing helps you remember and organize new information.
Should we talk about finding conversation partners online?
Yes, there are websites and apps where you can practice with other English learners or native speakers.
Video calls with conversation partners give you real-time comprehensible input. You can ask for clarification immediately.
And many conversation partners are patient and helpful. They understand your learning.
Just be safe online and choose reputable platforms.
Absolutely. Now, here's something important. Don't compare your progress to others.
Oh, that's so important, Sarah. Everyone learns at their own pace.
Some people might understand movies after 6 months, others might need 2 years. Both are normal.
Your brain is unique. Your background is unique. Your available time is unique. Focus on your own journey.
Mike, I think we should talk about keeping comprehensible input fun. If it becomes boring, people will stop doing it.
Absolutely. Variety is crucial. Don't just stick to one type of content.
Right. Mix it up. Sometimes watch comedy shows, sometimes listen to podcasts, sometimes read articles.
And follow your interests. If you love cooking, consume English content about cooking. If you love sports, find English sports content.
Passion makes learning easier. When you're genuinely interested in the topic, you'll push through difficult vocabulary.
What about setting small, achievable goals?
Love that. Instead of, I want to be fluent, try, I want to understand one English YouTube video completely this week.
Or, I want to read one short story without looking up any words.
Small wins build confidence and motivation.
And celebrate those wins. Reward yourself when you achieve a goal.
Yes! Maybe treat yourself to a favorite snack or activity after a week of consistent practice.
What about joining online communities of English learners?
Fantastic idea. You can share recommendations, ask for help, and celebrate progress together.
Social support makes such a difference in language learning.
And you can discuss the content you're consuming. Did anyone else watch that documentary about penguins?
That creates more comprehensible input, reading and writing comments in English.
Should we talk about dealing with frustration? Learning plateaus happen.
Oh yes, sometimes you feel like you're not improving, even though you're consuming lots of English content.
That's completely normal. Your brain is processing and organizing information even when you don't feel it happening.
It's like planting a garden. You water the seeds every day, but you don't see growth immediately.
Beautiful analogy, Mike. Trust the process even when progress feels slow.
And remember, comprehensible input is just one part of language learning. You might also need speaking practice, writing practice, or formal lessons.
Exactly. It's a powerful tool, but it works best as part of a balanced approach.
Sarah, should we share some success stories from our listeners? I think it would encourage everyone.
Yes, we've received so many wonderful emails and messages.
Remember Maria from Brazil? She wrote to us about watching cooking shows.
Oh, yes. She said she started with simple cooking videos, and now she can follow complex recipes in English.
And it took her about 8 months of regular practice. She watched videos every day while making dinner.
What I loved about Maria's story is that she combined learning with something she already enjoyed, cooking.
And then there's David from South Korea. He learned English through gaming videos.
That's right. He watched gameplay videos with commentary, first with subtitles, then without.
And now he plays online games with English-speaking players and understands almost everything.
These stories show that comprehensible input works, but it takes time and consistency.
And both Maria and David emphasize that they chose content they genuinely enjoyed.
That's the key. Don't force yourself to watch boring documentaries about topics you hate.
Unless you love documentaries, then watch all the documentaries you want.
Right. The point is to match your interests.
We also heard from Anna in Mexico. She improved her English by following English-speaking travel bloggers on social media.
She said she learned so much travel vocabulary and cultural information while improving her English.
And now she feels confident traveling to English-speaking countries.
These success stories always make me so happy. Our listeners are achieving their English goals.
They inspire me too. It shows that comprehensible input really works when done consistently.
Speaking of our listeners, we want to encourage everyone to be patient with themselves.
Language learning is not a race. It's a journey, and everyone's journey is different.
Some days you'll understand everything easily. Other days will be challenging. Both are part of the process.
And don't worry about making mistakes or not knowing words. That's how you learn.
Mike, we're getting close to the end of our episode. Should we give some final tips?
Definitely. First tip, start today. Don't wait for the perfect moment or until you feel ready.
Second tip, be consistent. A little bit every day is better than a lot once in a while.
Third tip, choose content slightly above your current level. Not too easy, not too difficult.
Fourth tip, don't translate everything in your head. Try to think in English as much as possible.
Fifth tip, have fun. If you're not enjoying it, try different types of content.
And remember, Comprehensible Input is available 24/7. The internet is full of English content waiting for you.
You don't need expensive courses or special equipment. You just need curiosity and consistency.
Your English will improve naturally and gradually. Trust the process.
And don't compare yourself to others. Focus on your own progress and celebrate small victories.
Every new word you understand, every sentence that becomes clear, every video you watch completely, these are all victories.
You're building your English skills every single day, even when it doesn't feel like it.
And remember, we believe in you. Every single listener has the ability to improve their English through Comprehensible Input.
You've already taken the first step by listening to this podcast. That's Comprehensible Input in action.
So our final message is this: be patient, be consistent, and most importantly, enjoy the journey.
English is not just a language. It's a door to new cultures, new ideas, new friendships, and new opportunities.
Every moment you spend with English content brings you closer to fluency.
So go home today and start your Comprehensible Input practice. Choose something you enjoy, something that interests you.
Maybe watch a video about your hobby, read an article about your favorite actor, or listen to a podcast about cooking.
The most important thing is to start and then to continue tomorrow and the day after that.
Before you know it, you'll be understanding more and more English naturally and effortlessly.
And who knows, maybe one day you'll be helping other English learners, just like we're helping you today.
That would be wonderful. The English learning community is so supportive and encouraging.
So, dear listeners, this is where we end today's episode. Thank you so much for spending time with us.
Thank you for choosing our podcast for your English learning journey. It's an honor to be part of your progress.
Don't forget to practice Comprehensible Input every day. Your future English-speaking self will thank you.
Until next time, keep learning, keep practicing, and keep believing in yourself.
Bye, everyone.
Goodbye. See you in the next episode.